Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga.
Better watch how you step in, yeah. But that was my niggas, yeah.
I'm in you. Got my nigga Rawan with me.
But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor.
You know what I'm saying?
Under Commanding General Yahana. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home. That's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, make you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm ripping. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start stepping. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood. I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For I take your life or let you take mine. That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you stepping, cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey. seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. Hey, play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. Tell me we don't live in hell. My brother doing 55 in that cell. Nigga claiming he your round, he'll spin shell. Same nigga you put on to hit the stand and tell. How the fuck you turn your back on a nigga that love you? Treat your kids like my kids, treat you like a brother. I told my dog, let's leave the streets to serve the Most High. He said, fuck that shit, he trying to sell another pie. His daddy killed him, put him in the trunk, set him on fire. His wife was pregnant, he ain't never get to see his child. Had me thinking to myself, what happened if I die? Look my babies in the eyes, I gotta stay alive. I put my ego on the shelf and my pride to the side. I'm with some niggas who gon' step and got God on their side. Got in the ISUPK, they keep asking me why. As I do the work of the Lord, I gotta stay alive. Face the east, pray alive. I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
You ever pump a pack with a snake by your side? Yes, I did. See a man reach out to God before he died? Yes, I did. I know the Lord forgive us for these sins, but I'm starting to think the kingdom of heaven is for these kids. I told my daughter, there's one man in your bed, I won't stand for less. For my son, I hit your head on that fragile legs. I lost some niggas to that dope, I lost niggas to the feds. Remember Jono tried to stick me for that G's on that bread, yeah, I was thugging with Lucky and that nigga left me for dead. Endure to the end, cause I listened to what was said. Mother told me she loved me when she was sick up in the bed. I was running them streets, but the truth made me a man. Shit, I don't really speak cause she'll never understand. That's why I ain't even tell her about these voices in my head. I'm still trying to manage my anger like Uncle Craig.
I seen heaven turn to hell, I gotta stay alive. Lord have mercy on my soul, stand by my side. I killed the old man and I watched him die. Lost a couple niggas, guess he wasn't my round. They play my niggas, lay you down, they all down to ride. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive. I gotta stay alive. Keep my gun in my arm, I gotta stay alive.
Yeah. Shalom, Israel. Where the ISUPK started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We're not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. I'm priest and officer of 1,000 Kawan, Ban Yehawadah, Ban Yasha'Allah, and this is ISUPK Louisiana Sabbath service. We're going to go ahead and get it in as usual, like every week, picking up where Officer Yassard, who stood in for me last week, the water to that priest, as always, man, always available. The best of ability is availability. And that brother there, I can say, is always available, man. And the water to him and the other priests as well. So we're going to go ahead and get it in, man. We're picking up in the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and 14 through Numbers 26 and 19. We're going to go ahead and get started. We'll start off by doing the prayers, both in Hebrew and English. And then we will read the scriptures in Hebrew and English as well. With that, I say imajum, which means to stand in Hebrew. La Yasha'Allah, which means to Israel. Sar, which means to turn. Apan Hakodam, which means to face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'a, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathelanawa, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawat Yanawa, Wala'a, Sabia Ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahataparat, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English we read, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. So be it. This is the power, or hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathelanawa, hakak, hakak, Lara Pa'a, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazorayim, hakak, Lahakwiyam, Hamakyam, hakak, Al Rakar Wat, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English we read, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushai, thank you. So be it. This is bless Israel, or Barak Yasha Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha Allah, Waha Bayat Saparium, Barak Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In the English, Lord, in the name of Yahushai, bless us and Yasha Allah and the school in the name of Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew and then the English. Asha'a, Ayanya, Al-Haharyam, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yamka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a Yakalka, Wayarak, Balal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza'adka, Wabawa'adka, Ma'aith, Wa'aidai Walam. In the English we read, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. This is Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Al-Hayyam, Al-Damayalaka, Al-Takarash, wa Al-Tashikwa, Al-Kayahana, Abu-Yavyaka, Yahamayawan, wa Ma-Shana, Yaka, Sha'awa Ra'ash, Al-Aimaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawada, wa Ya Ta'aitazawa, Al-Tazapawanyaka, Amarawa, Lakawa, Wanakakyadam, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Iwada, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa'aitazawa, Laba, Yakhadwa, Al-Yakar, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahalya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashat, Yashabia, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Hayawa, Zorawai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabyan, Banachal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayan Da'ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Sayatamwa, Nadayab Mawa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazabak, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, called Nasiya Kamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayarasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanyara Ka, Ka'ash, Taba Ira Ya Ira, Wa Kalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Kan, Tharadatma, Masa Iraka, Wabasa Wapatka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayaba Kwashwa, Shemka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Aida Aid, Waya Kaparawa, Waya Abadwa, Waya Da'aiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shemka, Yahawa, Lebadka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Arataza. In the English we read, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha Allah may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom and the Ishmaelites, of Moab and the Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sasir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zaid, yea, all their prince as Zabah and as Zamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. This is blessings of Barakiyam in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Makaya Allah, wa Alahayam, Matazabaya Alawat Yahana, ha Alawapyam, ha Saranyam, ha Kwatazayanyam, ha Kayayalamyam, wa ha Akwakyam, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. In the English, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means be seated. All right. Shalom Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shamar Alathan by Shem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. We're going to go ahead and get it in. We're starting in the book of Numbers, chapter 24 and verse 14. We'll be reading first in Hebrew and then in the English. Numbers chapter 24 and verse 14. Wa'ata hanaya hawalaka la'aimaya laka ya aitazaka ashar ya aisha ha'ain hazaha la'aimaka ba'achariyat ha yam. Verse 15. Wa yasha'a ma shalawa aya'a mar aya amar na'am bala'aim banwa ba'irawa salaki ba'irawan naha hagabar shatam ha'ayan. Verse 16. Na'ama Shammai Amariya all Waya Da'ath, Da'aitha, Al Yawan, Makaza, Shadia, Yahazaha, Nepal, Wagal Waya, Ayanyam, verse 17. Ara'a wa, Wala'a, Aitha, Aishawar, Nawa, Wala'a, Korawaba, Darak, Kawakaba, Mayakwab, Wakwam, Shabbat, Yasha'ala, Wa Khataza, Pa'ataya, Mawa'aba, Wa Korakwa, Kal Banya Shah, verse 18, Wahayaha, Adawam, Arasha, Wahaya, Salaki, Wahaya, Yarasha, Sha'ayar, Ayab Yawa, Wayasha'ala, Asha, Kayal, verse 19, Wayarad, Mayakwab, Waha'a, Bayad, Sharyad, Ma'ayar, verse 20, Wayara'a, Ata, Aymalak, Wayasha'a, Mashalawa, Waya Amar, Ra'a Shayath, Gawayam, Basala'ai, Kwanaka. So like 1 second. All right, back in the English, Numbers 24, verse 14. And now, behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advertise thee what this people shall do to thy people in the latter days. Verse 15. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam, the son of Beor, hath said, and the man whose eyes are open hath said, verse 16, he hath said, which heard the words of Salakia, which heard the words of Yahweh, and knew the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty, falling into a trance, but having his eyes open. Verse 17, I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a sepulchre shall rise out of Israel, and shall smite the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheth. Verse 18, and Edom shall be a possession. Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies. And Yasha'ala shall do valiantly. Verse 19, out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. Anybody know who he's talking about? Can anybody answer and say who it is that this scripture or this verse is talking about? It should be very obvious, and you should know that. Does anybody know the answer? For time's sake, I'll give it to you. It's talking about Yahweh Shai. All right, verse 20. And when he looked on Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. All right, back in the Hebrew, verse 21, Wayara'a ata hakwayanya, Wayasha'a mashalawa, Waya amar, Ayatan, Mawa shabaka, Washayam, Basala'ai Kwanka. Verse 22, Kaya, Ama, Yahaya, Laba'ira, Kwayan, Aid Maha, Ashawar, Tashabaka. Verse 23, Wayasha'a, Mashalawa, Waya Amar, Awaya, Maya, Yahaya, Mashamwa, all. Verse 24, Watazayam, Mayad, Katayam, Wa Ainawa, Ashawar, Wa Ainawa, Ibar, Wagam, Ha Wa'a, Aya, Abad. Verse 25, Wayakwam, Bala'aim, Waya Laka, Waya, Wayashab, Wa Lakwamwa, Wagam, Balak, Halak, La Darakwa, verse number 25 and 1. Wayashab, Yasha'ala, Bashatayam, Wayahal, Ha'aim, Lazan Nawath, Al, Banawath, Ma Wa'aba. Verse 2. Wa Tarakwa, Quara Ana, La'aim, Lazaba, Chaya, Alaha, Yahana, Waya'akal, Ha'aim, Wayasha, Chawadwa, Yahana. Verse 3, Waya Tazamad, Yasha'ala, Laba'il, Pa'ai War, Wayahar, Apa, Yahweh, Bayasha'ala. Hold on 1 second. So like I went over one. All right, we'll go back to the English, Numbers 24 and 21. And he took the Kenites and took up his parable and said, strong is thy dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in a rock. Verse 22. Nevertheless, the Kenite shall be wasted until Ashur shall call thee away captive, Salaki. Verse 23, and he took up his parable and said, alas, who shall live when God doeth this? Verse 24, and ships shall come from the coast of Shittim, and shall afflict Ashur, and shall afflict Eber, and he also shall perish forever. Verse 25, and Balaam rose up and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way. (25:1). And Yasha'ala abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. Verse 2, and they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat and bow down to their gods. All right, back in the Hebrew, verse 3, 25:3. Waya Tazamad, Yasha'ala, Laba'il, Pa'ai War, Wayachar, Apa, Yahweh, Bayasha'ala. Verse 4, Waya Amar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, Kocha, Ata, Kal, Ra'ashiyah, Ha'aim. So like 1 second. Ha'aim, Wahawakwa'ai, Awatham, La Yahweh, Nagad, Ha Shamash, Wayashab, Kawawana, Apa, Yahweh, Ma Yasha'ala. Verse 5, Waya Amar, Masha, Al, Shapatya, Yasha'ala, Ha Ragawa, Ayash, A Nashia Yawa, Ha Matazamadya, Madyam, Salaki. La Ba'il, Pa'ai War, verse 6. Wahana, Ayash, Mabanya, Yasha'ala, Ba'a, Wayakobar, Al, Aha, Yawa, Ata, Hamad Yana, Ya, La'ayanya, Masha, Wala'ayanya, Call, Idath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waha, Ma'a, Bakayam, Pathak, Ahal, Mawa'id. 1 second. Verse 7. Wayara'a, Payana, Chasa, Ran, Ala Izar, Ban, Aharan, Hakahan, Waya, Kwam, Matawaka, Ha'ida, Wayakwak, Ramak, Ba Yadwa, verse 8. Wayaba'a, Achar, Ayash, Yasha'ala, All, Hakwaba, Wayadakwar, Ata, Shanyaham, Ata, Ayash, Yasha'ala, Wa Ata, Ha All, Kwabata, Wata Tazar, Ha Magapa, Ma'ail, Banya, Yasha'ala. And Numbers 25 and verse 8. Wayaba'a, Achar, Ayash, Yasha'ala, Al Hakwaba, Wayadakwar, Ath, Shanyaham, Ath, Ayash, Yasha'ala, Wa'ata, Ha'asha'a, Al Kwabatha, Wata Itazar, Ha Magapa, Ma'aila, Banya, Yasha'ala. Oh, Salaki, verse 9. Wayahayawa, Hamath Yam, Bamagapaha, Arabaiha, Wa Aisharam, Alap. Back in the English, verse 23. Salaki. Hold on 1 second. Verse 3. 25 and verse 3. And Israel and Yasha'ala joined himself unto Baal Peor, and the anger of Yahweh was kindled against Yasha'ala. Verse 4. And Yahweh said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before Yahweh against the sun, that the fierce anger of Yahweh may be turned away from Yasha'ala. Verse 5. And Moses said unto the judges of Yasha'ala, slay ye every one his men that were joined unto Baal Peor. Verse 6. And behold, one of the children of Yasha'ala came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Yasha'ala, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Verse 7. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand. Verse 8. And went after the man of Yasha'ala into the tent and thrust both of them through. The man of Israel, or the man of Yasha'ala, and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Yasha'ala. So this priest, the son of Aaron, Phinehas, saw that this Israelite brother brought a Midianitish woman to the camp right in front of Moses, like he didn't care at all. Just brought him in, went to his tent, because he finna have sex with her, finna lay her down. And Phinehas, the son of Aaron, got a javelin and went right to his tent and thrust the javelin right through him and the woman that he was on top of. You can just imagine, just think about it, how he can thrust them both through at the same time. He was in there having sex with her, and he put the javelin right through both of them and unalived them both right then and there for the sin they had brought upon the nation of Yasha'ala. Barakatah Yahweh Yahweh Shai, for men that stand for the Most High God. And verse 9. And those that died in the plague were 24,000. 24,000 bowed to Baal pure. 24,000. Do y'all realize how many Israelites die daily because of the sins that they commit against the Most High God? Do y'all not understand that we serve a terrible power? And that's with all reverence to the Most High God. The Bible calls him a great and a terrible power. The Most High God does not play around. He don't play games. And his priests should not play games. His priests and prophets don't play games. When it comes to thus saith the Lord, you got to stand on that business. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You can't be lukewarm. You got to be 100% 10 toes down all the time. That's what the Most High God requires. All right, back in the Hebrew, starting at verse 10. Wayadabar Yahweh al Masha la Amar, verse 11. Payan Chasa ban Aliazar ban Aaron Hakahan Hashayab Ata Hamasya Ma'ila Banya Yasha'ala Bakwan Na'a wa Ath Kwanatha Salaki Ath Kwana'ah ya Bath Wakam Wala'a Kal Yasya Ath Banya Yasha'ala Bakwana'ah Thaya. Verse 12. Lakan Amar Hanayan Hanan Ya Nathan Lawa Ath Barayathya Shalom. Verse 13. Wayahata Lawa Walazayar Salaki Walazar Wala Zara Iwa Karyawa Baryath Kahanath Iwalam Thakhat Ashar Kwana'a La'a Laha Yawa Wayakapar Al Banya Yasha'ala. Verse 14. Washam Ayash Yasha'ala Haimaka Ashar Haka Ath Hamad Yanya Zamaria Ban Salawa'a Nashaya'a Bayat Abba Lashamai Nawa Naya Salaki. Verse 15. Washam Ha-Asha Ha-Maka Hamad Yatnya Kazabaya Bath Tazawar Ra'ash Ama'awath Bayath Abba Bamadayan Hawa'a. Verse 16. Wayadabar Yahweh al Masha la Amor. Back in the English at verse 10. And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, verse 11, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, hath turned my wrath away from the children of Yasha'Allah, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Yasha'Allah in my jealousy. Verse 12, wherefore say, behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace. Verse 13, and he shall have it, and his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his power, and made an atonement for the children of Yasha'Allah. Verse 14, now the name of the Israelite that was slain, even that was slain with the Midianitish woman, was Amiri, the son of Selu, a prince of a chief house among the Simeonites. Verse 15, and the name of the Midianitish woman that was slain was Kazbai, the daughter of Zur. He was head over a people and a chief house in Midian. Verse 16, and Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, back in the Hebrew, verse 17, Tazawar Ath Hamad Yanyab ha kayatam, awatam. 1 second. Verse 18. Kaya, tazarayam, ham, lakam. Banakal, yaham, ashar. Nakalwa, lakam, il, debar, pa'ai war, wa'il, debar, kazabaya, bath, nashaya'a, madayan, akatham, ha maka, bayawam, ha magapa, il, debar, pa'ai war. Verse 19. I'm Salaki, not 19. Numbers 26 and 1. Waya Amar, Yahweh, all, Masha, wa all, Aliazar, Ban, Aaron, Hakahan, La Amar. Verse 2. Sha'awa, Ata, Ra'ash, Kal, Aidath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Maban, Aishariyam, Shana, Wa Ma'ayla, La Bayath, Abatam, Kal, Yataza, Tazaba'a, Ba Yasha'ala. Verse 3. Wa Yadabar, Masha, Wa Al, Wa Aliazar, Hakahan, Atham, Ba'ai Rabath, Mawa'aba, Il, Yaradan, Yarahawa, La Amar. Verse 4. Maban, Aishariyam, Shana, Wa Ma'ayla, Ka'ashar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Ata, Masha, Wabanya, Yasha'ala, Haya, Taza, Ya'ayam, Ma'arataza, Matazarayam. Verse 5. Ra'awaban, Bakawar, Yasha'ala, Banya, Ra'awaban, Kanawak, Kanawaka, Salaki, Mashapakat, Ha Kanakia, Wa Palawa'a, Mashapakat, Ha Pala'aya. 1 second. All right, back in the English. Verse 17. Vex the Midianites and smite them, for they vex you with their wiles, wherewith they have beguiled you in the matter of Peor, and in the matter of Cosbi, the daughter of the prince of Midian, their sister, which was slain in the day of the plague for Peor's sake. 26 and 1. And it came to pass after the plague that Yahweh spake unto Moses and unto Eleazar the son of Aaron, the priest, saying, verse 2, take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Yasha'Allah, for 20 years old and upward, throughout their father's house, and that are able to go to war in Yasha'Allah. Verse 3, and Moses and Eleazar the priest spake with them in the plains of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, verse 4, take the sum of the people from 20 years old and upward, as Yahweh commanded Moses and the children of Yasha'Allah, which went forth out of the land of Egypt. Verse 5, Reuben, the eldest son of Yasha'Allah, the children of Reuben, Hanak, of whom cometh the family of the Hanakites, of Pelu, the family of the Peluites, Salaki. All right, back in the English. Salagi, back in the Hebrew, verse 6, Lakatazaran, Mashapakath, Hakatazara, Rawan Ya, Lakaramya, Mashapakat, Hakaram Ya, verse 7, Alaha, Mashapakath, Hara'a Waban, Ra'awabanya, Wayaha Yawa, Pakwad Yaham, Shalasha, Wa'araba'ai Yum, Alap, Washabai, Ma'awat, Washalashyam, verse 8, Wabanya, Palawa, Alaya'aba, verse 9, Wabanya, Alaya'aba, Namawala'a, Salaki, Nama Wa'al, Wadathan, Wa'a Bayaram, Hawa'a Dathan, Wa'aba Yaram, Kora Wa'aya, Ha'aida, Ashar, Ha-Tazawa, Ayal, Masha, Wa'ayal, Aharan, Ba'aidath, Korak, Baha-Tazatham, Ayal, Yahweh, verse 10, Watapatak, Ha'aratazah, Ata Paya, Wataba'a Bala'ai, Atam, Wa'ata Korak, Ba Mawat, Ha'aida, Ba'akal, Ha'ash, Ata Chamashiam, Wa Ma'atham Yam, Ayash, Wayaha Yawa, Lanasa, verse 11, Wabanya, Korak, La'a, Mathwa, verse 12, Banya, Shemaiah 1, Lamasha Pakatam, Lana Ma Wa'al, Mashapakat, Hanama'a, Salaki, Hana, Mawa'al, Ya, La Yan, Mashapakat, Hayam, Yan Ya, Layaka Yan, Mashapakat, Hayaka Yan Ya. Back in the English, verse 6, of Hezron, the family of the Hezronites, of Carmi, the family of the Carmites. Verse 7, these are the families of the Reubenites, and they that were numbered of them were 40,003,730. Verse 8, and the sons of Pelu, Eliab. Verse 9, and the sons of Eliab, Namuel, and Dathan, and Abiram. This is Dathan and Abiram, which was famous in the congregation, who strove against Moses and against Aaron in the company of Korah, which when they strove against Yahweh. Verse 10, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed them up together with Korah. When that company died, what time the fire devoured 250 men, and they became a sign. Verse 11, notwithstanding the children of Korah died not. Verse 12, the son of Simeon, after their families, and Nemuel, the family of the Nemulites, of Jamin, the family of the Jaminites, of Jachin, the family of Jachinites. Verse 13, back in the Hebrew, Lazarak, Mashapakath, Hazarakah, Ya, Lasha'a, Wal, Mashapakath, Hasha'a, Wal, Ya. Verse 14, Alaha, Mashapakath, Hashama'aya, Ainya, Shanyam, Wa Aishar Yam, Alap, Wa Ma'atham Ya, Salaki, Wa Ma'atha Yam. Verse 15, Banya, God, La Mashapakatam, La Tazapawan, Mashapakath, Ha Tazapawanya, Wa, Ha Tazapawanya, Lachagia, Mashapakath, Ha Chagia, Lashawanya, Mashapakath, Hashawanya. Verse 16, La Azanya, Mashapakath, Ha Azanya, La Iraya, Mashapakath, Hai Araya. Verse 17, La Arayawad, Mashapakath, Ha Arayawad, Ya, La Araya, La A, Ra'al, Ya, Mashapakath, Ha Ira, All Ya. Verse 18, Alaha, Mashapakath, Banya, Gad, La Paquad Yaham, Araba'ayam, Alap, Wa Hamash, Ma'awat. Verse 19, Banya, Yahawada, Ira, Wa Awan Nun, Wa Awanan, Wa Yamath, Ira, Wa Awan Nut, Wa Awanan, Ba'arataza, Kana'ain. The last 7 verses in English. Verse 13, of Zerah, the family of the Zerites. Of Shaul, the family of the Shaulites. Verse 14, these are the families of the Simeonites, 20 and 2,200. Verse 15, the children of Gad, after their families. Zephon, the family of the Zephonites. Of Haggai, the family of the Haggites. Of Shunai, the family of the Shunites. Verse 16, of Aznai, the family of the Aznites. Of Eri, the family of the Erites. Verse 17, of Arad, the family of the Aradites. Of Arelai, the family of the Arelites. Verse 18, these are the families of the children of Gad, according to those that were numbered of them, 40,500. In verse 19, the sons of Judah were and Onan, and and Onan died in the land of Canaan. With that, that completes the reading of the Sabbath service. With that, I say Imajim, which means to stand. Sar, which means to turn. Upon Hakodam, which means to face the east. Say the prayers both in English, in Hebrew, and in English. The Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathanawa, Akam, Call, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Chabawatnawa, Kasalaknawa, Chabawat Yanawa, Wala'ah, Tabaya Ayanawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashayanawa, Hawashayanawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahakaparat, La'aiwalamyam, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever so be it. This is the power, or hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Baba Kashah, Nathelanawa, hakak, Lara Pa'ah, Kal Maka'ala, Wakal Madawa, hakak, Latahar, Ha Matazarayim, hakak, Hakoyam, Hamakyam, hakak, Al Rakarawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarshan, Ba'ashim Yahushai, the water of mine. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leper, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. This is bless Israel, or Barak Yasha'Allah in the Hebrew. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barak Lanawah, Wa Yasha'Allah, Wahab Bayat Saparium, Barak Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Tawada Aman. In the English, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Yasha'Allah and the school in the name of Yahweh Shai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Al Haharim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah, Ma'ayim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'aratazah, Al Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shemarka, Hanala'ah, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yam Yanka, Yawamam, Hashemash, La'a Yakalka, Wayarak, Bilal Yala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Atnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Taza Adka, Wabawa Adka, Ma'ai, I will on. In English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Yasha'Allah shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. It's Psalms 83 in the Hebrew and then in the English. Alahayam, al Damyalaka, al Takarash, wa al Tashakwat, al Kayahana, Awiyamyaka, Yahama Yawan, Wama Shana, Yaka, Sha'awa Ra'ash, al Aimaka, Ya'ira Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata Aitazawa, al Tazapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lachawa, Wanakakidam, Magaya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'Allah, Iwada, Kaya, Nawa Aitazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Al Yaka, Wariyat, Yakaratwa, Ahoya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabal, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashat, Yashabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Aim, Hayawa, Zerawai, Nabanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sara'a, Kayabyan, Banakal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La'ad Dama, Shayatamwa, Nadayab, Mawa, Ka'ira, Wakazaba, Wakatazal, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiakamwa, Ashar, Amarawa, Nayorasha, Lanawa, Ath, Na'awat, Alahayam, Alahaya, Shayatamwa, Kagogala, Kakwash, Lapanya Rawaka, Ka'ash, Taba Ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam, Karn, Taradatma, Basa Iraka, Wabasapa, Wabasa Salaka, Wabasa Wa Path, Wabasa Wapathka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shemka, Yahawah, Yabashwa, Wayabahawa, Aida Ain, Wayahaparwa, Wayada Abadwa, Wayada Aiwa, Kaya Ata, Shemka, Yahawah, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Ka Ha'arataza. In the English, we read, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Yasha'Allah may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perish at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb and like Zaid. Yea, all their prince as Zabah and as Zamunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name, O Yahweh. Let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. This is blessings of Barakiyam in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh wa Yahweh Shai, wa Makaya Allah, wa Allah Hayam, Matazabaya Allah Wap Yahana, ha Allah Wapyam, ha Saranyam, ha Kwatazayanyam, ha Kayal Yalamyam, wa ha Akwakyam, Yahweh Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Tawara Aman. In the English we read, bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yohanan, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Bless you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses and punishments and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the prince, the priest, the Israelite brothers and the school. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations and their drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek, synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, Skinhead, Posse Comitazi, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space program, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airways, the cable access channel and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Curse them that go to and fro throughout the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahweh Shai, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake at thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, you may be seated. Men of Israel. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Men of Israel, Amajib Shabbat, Amajib, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Barakatham, Yashamatah, which means hands down, Sar, which means to face the sisters, sisters, Amajim, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we'll give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amajib Shabbat, Amajib, Barak, Yahweh Shema, Alathan, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Yashamatah, class dismissed.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th annual Passover, April 4th, 2026 in Houston, Texas. All black Hispanics and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yohana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.